Symphonic Cloud is a fully integrated and ready for deployment private cloud product developed by Pure Integration, a leader in cloud automation and IT service management solutions. In this short demonstration, we'll show you how Symphonic Cloud can empower your organization to offer self-service provisioning of infrastructure, platforms, and software to your most critical users like application owners and developers. Symphonic Cloud also incorporates change management so that users' provisioning requests can go through approval processes if needed. Incident management so that it's possible for users or tools to log tickets against deployed systems. Software asset and license tracking to allow your business to track the number of operating system and application licenses deployed in the cloud. Monitoring and alerting to ensure the availability and performance of workloads running in the cloud and allow those services to auto-scale if needed. Day 2 IT Service Management, allowing you to patch, maintain, and manage systems deployed in the cloud. Compliance Management, against standards such as PCI, SOX, GLBA, and HIPAA. Lastly, Hybrid Cloud Capability, to allow you to extend your on-site cloud portal to deploy in Amazon Web Services or Microsoft Azure. Unlike other private clouds on the market, Symphonic Cloud arrives out of the box with capabilities allowing your organization to realize value on day one, such as ready-to-use deployment workflows critical to your enterprise. This eliminates heavy services-led engagements and customizations required to get even basic functionality. Fast initial deployment that doesn't rely on installation of multiple point products requiring configuration, and integrated ITSM, monitoring, and automation. Those work from day one. You won't spend months occupied with point software solution integrations. Symphonic Cloud comes with these capabilities pre-enabled right out of the box. Rather than simply talking through capabilities, let's dive deeper to see what you can do with Symphonic Cloud. Users gain access to deploying new services in the cloud by logging into a web-based portal that can be fully customized with your logo and naming. Once logged in, they have options such as managing services that they've previously provisioned in the cloud, checking on the status of current deployments, looking into whether requested cloud service has been approved for deployment, or requesting new services. The self-service portal has full role-based access control. This means that you can control exactly which services are offered to which groups of users within your organization. Once a user finds the services that they need to deploy, they're presented with a number of options for how they want that service to be configured. Administrators can also control exactly what a user can change during a deployment. For example, a user may be able to change the sizing of a database server in a multi-tier application or the naming of the database instance, but the administrator may want to limit what networks that database server can run on. Once a user has configured their desired options, they can add the service to their shopping cart or simply choose to check out. On the checkout screen, the user can give a descriptive name to the service being deployed. They can also choose to give access to anyone in their LDAP group. They can select whether the deployment is perpetual in nature, meaning it will run until it is manually canceled, or that it has a hard end date to ensure deprovisioning in a set amount of time. The user then clicks the Submit Request button, and in the background, the real value of Symphonic Cloud begins to occur. As you saw previously, the user selected to deploy an instance of SharePoint 2013 on Windows Server 2012 R2 and Microsoft SQL Server 2014. Symphonic Cloud begins to deploy this service by logging a change request so that an appropriate change approval process can be followed. Only when the new service deployed is approved by a change manager will Symphonic Cloud actually start the deployment. Now that approval has occurred, Symphonic Cloud will deploy a virtual machine to run Microsoft SQL Server 2014. During this process, networking and storage is also configured and added to the machine. Integrate that virtual machine with configuration management so that automated software installation can occur, and also so administrators can manage the deployed machines long-term. Next, Symphonic Cloud makes sure that Windows servers are integrated with Active Directory so that it's possible to log into the machine with a normal domain account after deployment. Symphonic Cloud also installs any required endpoint security software. Taking this one step further, it integrates with security management consoles to ensure that the correct security policies are applied based on the type of machine being deployed. DNS is a requirement for almost all infrastructure and applications, so Symphonic makes sure that appropriate records are created. Now that many of the standard processes during Enterprise VM setup are complete, Symphonic Cloud automatically installs any software requested, such as Microsoft SQL Server 2014 in this case. With the application available, appropriate monitoring is attached and the system is triggered for discovery in the change management database. This allows IT administrators to have a single source of truth for all assets deployed in the cloud, and it also allows our asset management tool to update what operation systems and software have just been deployed. Now that the database tier of this multi-tier application is set up, Symphonic Cloud moves on to deploy the application tier. It follows the same process as database setup, but this time we'll install Microsoft SharePoint and configure it to use the already deployed SQL Server instance. At the conclusion of the deployment, the user deploying the service will receive an email about the infrastructure and application that was deployed. Links to the deployed web services can be included that allow the user to access the new application directly. When Symphonic Cloud deploys a new service, it also integrates that service with change and configuration management. During the last example, a discovery was also initiated so that the newly built system is available in the configuration management database. This can show relationships between the built virtual machine and its hypervisor host, any configuration items associated with the virtual machine, all deployed applications and software installed on the machine, and much, much more. With this information, Symphonic Cloud now updates our asset tracking tool, incrementing appropriate license counters based on what has been deployed. At the same time, service management is updated to include the newly deployed asset so that incident tickets can be logged against it when needed. So as you can see from this short demonstration, Symphonic Cloud empowers your organization with tools to give true self-service private cloud capabilities to your users while also ensuring that IT processes are followed. This allows you to provide exceptional service to your organization. To learn more, take the next step and contact us today. Symphonic Cloud at pureintegration.com.